Hello everyone, I'm Jordan Hansen. We're going to talk about some new stuff that ChatGPT came out with their OpenAI API. We have different videos, you can check them out here. Now the cool thing about this is, as we've done in the past, almost all of them, not just using ChatGPT, but really using OpenAI. What we wanted was for it to return the data in a structured format. If you're going to use an API, you want to be able to predict what comes back, unless you're just going to feed that string directly to the user. And so the cool thing about this new thing they have is it's called structured output. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So it's a way to build your API in a way that you could use OpenAI structured output. So let's get into it a little bit. So this right here is kind of the changelog or the update. This is the page that talks about structured outputs. The idea is that you can tell it, hey, the response format you want. So this is kind of what we're going to be doing. We're going to use pretty much this format. In fact, I'm just going to copy like a lot of this right here, right there. And then we're just going to send it over. Now it's using something called Zod, which I'd not heard of before. It is right here. If I look at that video, it looks like it's all dark. I don't know if the HDR messes up with my monitor. Anyway, there it is. I think it's the idea to build little events and objects. So it's very clean and a model for it to know to go off of, but we'll just kind of mess around with it for a little bit and see what we can do. So let's go to our code, which is right here, and we're gonna start right here. So the idea here is a calendar event. It's in a Z object, which is from Zod, I guess. Hold on, where is Z? Yeah, that's right here. That's what we imported right there. And what we're gonna do is say, hey, extract the event. They're going to the science fair on Friday, and I want it to extract the event information. It's gonna return it. So let's log it out and just kind of see. This is the basic of what it is, and then we'll try some different things to see what we can do. Start. Now this is all in TypeScript. It's going to transpile down into JavaScript and then run it. Okay, there we go. Right there. Name. Oh, that's pretty cool. Friday. Can we get a date? Is there a string? What if I make this instead of string? Is there a date? Yeah, like that. What if it puts it into a date? Because now it knows. Does it know anyway? Right now it's just returning a string. What if I want it to be an official date? Like it says on Friday. Can it assume this coming Friday? It doesn't know. Date format is not permitted? Why not? Okay, well, let's go to another thing. Now let's say we want it to extract the event information. What I want it to do is output the probability that this business will default. So I'm gonna say business name. I'll put a credit score, or not credit score, a risk scorecard for this business based on this data about them. So I'm gonna have a business name, and I'm gonna say I want fraud risk. Z dot string or number, right? Number. Fraud is percent. That's right. And then we're gonna say default risk percent. I'm gonna go Z dot number as well for this. That's right. Notes. Optional. Yeah. Oh, that's good. But if I want to say, I'm just kind of thinking if we're trying to assess with a business and it's going to build a scorecard for us, interest rate. Yeah, like that. I'm gonna say interest rate percent. Put a risk scorecard. Or this business based on. And I'm gonna say Amora Pizza LLC is applying for a loan. They are based out of Boca Raton, Florida. Their registration has been confirmed. I'm gonna put some backticks on here so I can just do this whole thing in here. Right here, concur with the Florida SOS, and they are active and in good standing. Their filing date with the Florida SOS was May 31st. I'm gonna go October 31st, 2023. So less than a year ago. Let's see if it says anything about that. Obviously we could add additional things for it to look for. And then I'm gonna say the EIN they submitted did not match their business name according to the IRS. Over the last 3 months, they have 350,000 in deposits and 275K in withdrawals based on 3 months of bank statements. The credit score of the business owner is 455. They state that the reason needed for the loan is that they have a friend selling a piece of property that is in an amazing location for a second store. What else? Anything else? That's sure. That would enough. That's good enough. Now I don't want this to be calendar event. I'm gonna have this be risk score card. There we go, like that. And then what do I say? What is this event? Is that? Oh, that's what it calls it. Is event? Oh, okay, I'm gonna have this say scorecard. It's kind of cool that it comes back like that. Risk scorecard. All right, let's see how this goes. All right, it's running it now. All this data we passed it. Interest rate 12.5%. Fraud risk 30% default. The business is newly registered. Increasing potential risk due to, yes, lack of operational history. AI mismatch that rising potential fraud or identification issues. High volume withdrawals. Significant civic cash flow moves, but not unusual for given deposit amounts. Owner's credit score is substantially low. Yep, both opportunities and risks. Action good standard reduces some compliance concerns. I should have said additional stipulations. Let's try it again. Stipulations. And then I'm gonna say they are requesting only, let's request just 120K. And let's go again with stipulations to see if it'll have anything else with the stipulations in there. Go, baby, go. Yep, perfect. Yeah, right. It's already submitted with the IRS because we said that personal guarantees or collateral may be necessary to the lowest increase based on increasing that. Fraud is 40. The discrepancy with the AAN, yeah, significant concern. Interesting the notes. See, in the future, we can put this as an array of strings because here the notes were not that way. It just gave it a string. I think it should be an array of strings, both of these. That's awesome. So that, in my opinion, that makes it a great addition. It makes it so much easier to tell it, so you know what's going to come back to you, so you can process it all programmatically. Huge improvement. What you did before was you just said, hey, ChatGPT, please put this out in JSON. And most of the time it did it, but not always.
They've done studies, 60% of the time it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
And that is very concerning when you're trying to programmatically handle it, because if it comes back not as just a string or not JSON, it's a mess. So anyway, that's a great addition. Good job, ChatGPT or OpenAI. Carry on the good work. If this has been helpful at all, hit the like and subscribe. Thank you.